At BirdLife South Africa, our work is focused on conservation priorities, informed by our regional and international red data assessments. These rank birds in terms of conservation threats and their immediate level of vulnerability. Fortunately, Toyota is supporting this work through the donation of a 4x4 vehicle, which allows us easier access into remote locations. Getting up before dawn is a lot easier when you're really passionate about your work. I work for BirdLife South Africa, an NGO dedicated to the conservation of birds and their habitats. As the Regional Conservation Manager for the Western Cape, my focus is on conserving the many threatened species of birds that are listed on the global and national Red List. Recently, a revision of the South African Red List revealed that we have 85 threatened species of birds in South Africa. And that's about 10% of our total 845 bird species that occur here. So you can see we've got our work cut out for us. One of the key ways we achieve this conservation for so many different species is by focusing on the critical habitats and sites that support these birds. And these sites are often part of our important bird and biodiversity area or key biodiversity area network. To understand whether the different species are threatened or not, we need to do regular counts of them. So fortunately, I get to drive out to these beautiful places on a quarterly basis, doing habitat assessments, counting the birds of the different species in order to maintain accurate population assessments and understand how the birds are faring and how our conservation actions are working over time. All across the world, many bird species may be falling through the cracks, so the monitoring and information we gather for the Red List really helps us prioritize conservation actions. Species such as the greater and lesser flamingo, great white pelican, and closer to home, the fynbos endemic bird, the Cape rock jumper, are all threatened to varying degrees, and so it's important to prioritize these species and decide how best we can act to conserve them. Raising awareness, conducting advocacy work, and monitoring these species and their critical habitat are all important parts of maintaining the network of sites that conserve them. Fortunately, the Toyota contribution and support of BirdLife South Africa has made a lot of this work possible, allowing us to get into these off-the-beaten-track places that we otherwise may not be able to reach.